All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're cracking open one of the most famous novels of all time, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. But we're not just going to talk about the romance. No, we're going to look at it for what it really is, a seriously high-stakes social game. Okay, so Austen lays out the number one rule of the game right here in the very first sentence. And what a sentence, right? It tells you everything you need to know. In this world, marriage, it's not just about love, not even close. It's a business deal. It's a strategic move on a social chessboard. And for some people, it's literally about survival. And this is where we meet our main players, the Bennet family. You see, they have a huge problem, and it all comes down to this one legal term, entailment. Basically, it means their home, their entire fortune, can't go to any of the five daughters. It has to go to a male heir. So, think about it. The second Mr. Bennet dies, his wife and all five of his kids are going to be kicked out, left with pretty much nothing. The clock is ticking. So all that pressure, it lands squarely on the shoulders of the five Bennet sisters. For their mother, they're not just her daughters. They are five chances to win the game, five opportunities to save the family from ruin. You can imagine, then, that when any single wealthy guy shows up in the neighborhood, well, it's not just a social event. It's a massive, massive opportunity. And boom, right on cue, two new, very high-value players enter the game. First up, you've got Mr. Bingley. He's rich, he's handsome, he's charming. Everybody loves him. An instant hit. But then there's his friend, Mr. Darcy. Now, this guy is even richer, but he's also proud, arrogant, and just plain disagreeable. His first impression? A total social disaster. The contrast couldn't be more clear. And it all comes to a head almost immediately. We're at the very first big social event, the Meryton Ball, and Darcy's pride just overflows. He's overheard saying this about Elizabeth Bennet, that she's not handsome enough to dance with. I mean, can you believe it? He publicly insults one of the smartest, sharpest women in the entire room. Big mistake. And of course, Elizabeth fires right back. Her own pride is stung, and she makes this promise to her mother, basically saying, "Don't worry, I wouldn't dance with him if you paid me." And just like that, her powerful prejudice against him is locked in. You see it right there. His pride meets her prejudice. The central conflict of the entire novel is born in this one exchange. So now, Elizabeth's dislike for Darcy starts to harden into something more serious. She's basically building a legal case against him in her mind. And Exhibit A, he sabotages the budding romance between his friend, Mr. Bingley, and her absolute favorite sister, Jane. He literally convinces Bingley to just leave her. For Elizabeth, this isn't just rude, it's personal. And the crazy part is, Darcy doesn't even deny it. Later on, he straight up admits it to her face. He says, "Yep, I did everything I could to break them up, and I'm glad it worked." For Elizabeth, this is all the confirmation she needs. The guy is not just a snob. He's a meddler who thinks her family isn't good enough for his friend. Okay, so now we move to Exhibit B in the case against Darcy. A new character enters the scene, a handsome, charming soldier named George Wickham. And what do you know? He grew up with Darcy. And boy, does he have a story to tell. It sounds completely heartbreaking. According to Wickham, Darcy's own father promised to take care of him, to give him a fortune and a career. But when the father died, Wickham claims Darcy, out of pure spite and jealousy, went against his father's wishes and left him with nothing. I mean, this story paints Darcy as not just arrogant, but downright cruel and dishonest. For Elizabeth, that's it. Case closed. Mr. Darcy is the villain of this story. Full stop. So while Elizabeth is completely consumed with her hatred for Darcy, the game throws another curveball. A new suitor shows up, and oh boy, it's the ridiculous, pompous Mr. Collins. And here's the kicker. He's the cousin, the male heir, the very guy who's going to inherit the Bennets' entire estate when Mr. Bennet dies. Talk about awkward. And what does Mr. Collins do? He delivers what is possibly the worst marriage proposal in all of literature. He literally lists his reasons for proposing to Elizabeth, and it's all about him. It's his duty as a clergyman, it'll make him happy, and oh yeah, his rich patroness told him to do it. You'll notice one little thing missing from that list, right? Any mention of love or even, Elizabeth herself. It's just a business transaction to him. So Elizabeth, of course, turns him down flat. But then, in a shocking twist, her practical friend Charlotte Lucas says yes. And Charlotte is brutally honest about why. For her, it's not about love, it's about survival. She sees marriage as her only option for a secure future.
It's a stark reminder of the rules of this game. This is what a winning move can look like, even if it's completely loveless. It's pure, cold strategy.
So this is the world we're left with. It's a game board built on snap judgments, fueled by gossip, where every move is dictated by financial desperation. Everything is set up perfectly for the novel's central question. When your pride gets in the way of what you see, and your prejudices color all the facts, how in the world can you ever figure out what's real? How can any real connection survive when first impressions are this powerful and this wrong?